Recently, Rosanna Pansino came out to pretty much expose Mrbeast for lying about his content. Rosanna participated in his Creator Games 3 videos, and although she made the top 3, the video was edited to make it seem like she got eliminated about halfway through the video. That situation happened a whole year ago, so people are wondering why she's coming out now. And she says it's because she's been so hurt and disappointed by what happened, and now she feels comfortable about speaking out about it. She spoke about the situation on Trisha Paytas's podcast, Just Trish, and since then, she has also gone onto the H3 podcast to talk about it, has spoken about it on Twitter, and now Mrbeast has responded, and Rosanna is apologizing? So shortly after the Just Trish podcast episode dropped, she sat down with Ethan and Hila Klein on the H3 podcast to talk further about what happened. Rosanna says that she's been getting flooded with a bunch of questions about her speaking out, and she answers some of them. She says that one question she's been getting a ton is why she didn't reach out to Mrbeast privately about the edit, and here's what she had to say.
Another question that I got was, well, why didn't you reach out to him privately? Why didn't you reach out? And the video was public.
Yeah.
I found out when it went public, and he didn't have the decency to contact me privately and tell me, hey, just to let you know, to make the video more entertaining, we cut you out. He didn't give me a heads up, and he lied.
Rosanna was also asked if this could have maybe just been Mrbeast's editing team just simply making an editing mistake, but she strongly disagrees. She says that at the end of the hide and seek video, Mrbeast did a voiceover and he claims that they found Logan Paul a minute before Zach King, so he lied.
Other thing people are saying is, well, what if it was just an editing mistake?
Yeah, is it possible that it wasn't done in bad faith?
Okay. So these are all the thoughts that ran through my head when I watched the video for the first time, because I liked him so much. I wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. I was shocked, I was confused, I was upset, and I was going, maybe this was a mistake, but then he recorded voiceover and he said a blatant lie. So the voiceover in the video at the very end part says, I found Logan Paul literally 1 minute before Zach King.
Then on Twitter, Rosanna tweeted a lot about the situation. In many tweets, she talks about how there were several other people who came to her DMs to talk about how they had the same experience with Mrbeast. And some of these people were creators. But before we get to that, Quackity, who was in the original top 3, but wasn't in the edited version, actually came out with the same story as hers about a year ago.
So I ended up being in third place. Because they found me. But Lorraine was in that video, and Lorraine was asleep. So I was technically second place. So I was the second place in that video.
So hours after originally speaking out on Just Trish's podcast, she tweeted a statement about how 3 other female creators have come to her to talk about how they had a similar experience. Rosanna writes, "This has all been overwhelming and a lot to process today. I was scared to tell my story for a long time because of how much hate others have gotten in the past for speaking up about their own experiences. In the hours since posting my story, I have received at least 3 other messages from female creators who have had similar experiences with Mrbeast and those around him. That will be their story to tell if they choose to, but it is making me realize that I'm not as alone as I thought I once was." Also, unbeknownst to me, Quackity also told the same story previously on a live stream. He was also confused as to why they edited him out of the top 3. "Thank you for all the immense support. Words cannot describe how empowering and healing the last 24 hours have been." She also tweeted, "The amount of DMs I'm receiving from people with similar stories. Please know that you are not alone. You are seen and your experiences are valid." She also answered the question, "Why do you care if you didn't win anyways?" And she says, "This is a very selfish mindset. It's not just about me. I feel bad for Quackity too. His performance was also messed with. I am a team player. I believe in good sportsmanship. I care because we were told the game was fair and honest, and it wasn't. We were competing for $1 million to give away to our communities. That is life-changing money. We all wanted to win to give back to those who have supported us. It's beyond disrespectful to mess with that." Based on several messages I've received from other large creators, the same same and worse has been done to them too. I have found my voice and will support others who find theirs. And Rosanna shares on the H3 podcast that after she spoke out, Mrbeast reached out to her in her DMs to talk about it, but he was very adamant on getting her on a phone call, and he did not want to discuss anything over text. Because if they're on the phone talking about what happened, then there's no proof of them talking about it at all. So whatever she comes out and says that he said, it's pretty much just a he said, she said situation. So Mrbeast was playing smart. She showed the DMs on the H3 podcast, but she also posted them on Twitter. Mrbeast said, "What's your phone number? I'd love to call and see if we can figure out what happened." Rosanna responded with, "Hey Jimmy, my intention of speaking up is not to be malicious or create drama. I was really hurt by the editing decisions you made. Editing me out of the top 3 and making me look like I performed worse than I actually did felt awful. Quackity was also edited out of the top 3, and he also talked about it. I have stayed silent for so long it's causing me mental stress and anguish. It's not mentally healthy for me to have someone make me look worse than I am to millions of people. I would never do that to a fellow creator." Mrbeast said, "Obviously I wasn't trying to make you look bad. Just give me a time we can chat. I'm not mad or anything, just want to help." Rosanna said, "Why did you lie? Why did you say in the video that you found Logan literally 1 minute before Zach? I outlasted Logan and was proud of what I accomplished. It actually built some confidence in myself that wasn't there before." And Mrbeast said, "I don't know, been a while. Let's call and figure it out." Then Rosanna responded, "I'll give you some time to look into it and remember, and then we can discuss. I'm more than happy to review all the raw footage to help show the timeline of events. Feel free to send it over to my team. Let me know." That was the end of the conversation, and he did not send over the raw footage. So unsurprisingly, since Mrbeast is such a huge creator, Rosanna has been getting a ton of hate from his fans. His fans are calling her out and calling her a clout chaser, and are being pretty nasty to her. But she responded to the hate she was getting in a tweet that said, "Hey everyone, just want to take a moment to say please do not feel like you need to defend me against Mrbeast fans. Their hate is predictable and they use it to scare others from speaking up. In many cases it works, but not here. Speaking my truth has found me peace. I will fully support others who speak their truths. Time has a way of bringing light to things that wish to remain in the dark." Then only a few hours after that last tweet, she did a complete 180 and she apologized to Mrbeast and has deleted all her tweets about Mrbeast and the Creator Games. She also tweeted an apology that said, "I would like to apologize to Mrbeast. I should have expressed my feelings privately and handled things directly. I will be removing all the posts where I talk about Creator Games and Jimmy. I will be honest in that the thousands of death threats I've received today are a contributing factor, but I also do sincerely hear the feedback from so many of you." It's so suspicious that she posted this literally hours after her last tweet, where she was still speaking out about Mrbeast, and people are wondering if it actually has to do with his fans, or if maybe he threatened her legally. I don't know. But it is very suspicious. I do feel like the more she tweeted, the less support she was getting from the original supporters, and the more hate she was getting, so maybe that did contribute to it a bit. Maybe she was actually reading the comments, and maybe she decided that she was going a little too far with things. But I do hope that the other creators who experience the same things now feel like they have a voice to speak out. But Rosanna did get shut down pretty quickly in only just a couple of days, so I don't know how comfortable they will feel. Also, I do wonder how this will affect Mrbeast and his content, because now that she's calling him out for lying about his content and saying that it's not actually as real as he says it is, that could affect things and the reliability of his content and him as a creator. Especially with Rosanna saying that multiple people have messaged her saying that the same thing happened to them. And I'm also interested to see if Mrbeast will make a statement of some sort publicly. I doubt it, but you never know. But let me know what you guys think about this whole situation in the comments, and I will talk to you in the next video.